Good evening, everyone, and welcome to MTCO digiMAX Sports Network. This is Kirk tonight. I'm joined with Michael Zober. Michael, Metamora big conference, Mid-Atlantic conference matchup tonight between the Metamora Redbirds and the East Peoria Raiders.
It's good to be back, Kirker. Yeah, so there's the record's 12-2 and 5-0 in the conference, so it's going to be a good test tonight.
Yeah, it's going to be an interesting game tonight. As Metamora, we're going to have a presentation. We're going to honor Kelly Willard here in just a few minutes, but this is as crowded as I've seen Garber Gymnasium in a long time. We don't play here very often, but because of problems with Pepsi Gym, we're playing here here tonight.
We're going to have a special award ceremony. Stick with us, and then our varsity game will follow.
This is going to be a huge crowd. We're almost full already.
Yeah, it's always good to be back in Garber. You know, been playing here since it was built in the 60s, and all the way up to the 90s till Pepsi Gym was built. So it's good to be back.
Yeah, it's exciting. Before the season started, I thought that East Peoria would be the second best team in the Mid-Atlantic Conference, and it's kind of panning out that way. They beat Morton. Some are saying it's the second best team in the conference, but East Peoria doesn't have a win against them.
I agree. East Peoria is 10-4. They're 4-1 in the conference, and they're ranked third. So tonight will be a good test for both teams, and I agree they are a very good team.
As Kelly Willard, MTHS boys tennis coach, is joined by Jared Hart and Charlie Zimmerman. Coach Willard has been selected by the IHSA administrative staff as the 2021-22 Boys Tennis Coach of the Year. By winning this award, Coach Willard was eligible to be considered for the National Federation of State High School Associations National Tennis Coach of the Year. We just received word, just as we began our winter break, that Coach Willard was selected as Section 4 Boys Tennis Coach of the Year. Section 4 includes the following states: Indiana, Iowa, Michigan, Wisconsin, and Illinois. Coach Willard has been selected as the best boys tennis coach out of all the coaches from those 5 states for the 21-22 school year. Coach Willard's accomplishments are in the classroom as well as on the tennis court. His courses taught at MTHS include Honors AP Statistics and Honors Algebra 2 Trigonometry. Some of Coach Willard's team coaching highlights include twice being selected as the Boys Tennis Coach of the Year for Illinois. He has been a part of 13 sectional championships and 10 Mid-Atlantic Conference championships, and the boys tennis team has finished in the top 10 at the state tennis tournament 4 times. The bench finish included a 3rd place trophy in 2021. He also serves as an assistant coach with our girls tennis team and attends numerous athletic and non-athletic events at Metamora High School. He is a 2022 Athletic Hall of Fame inductee, and you can read more about his coaching accomplishments on the display near Pepsi Gym. Once again, please join us in congratulating Coach Kelly Willard on his National Federation Section 4 Tennis Coach of the Year Award. Congratulations, Coach Willard. Here come the Redbirds.
Boy, Michael, that was a pretty nice presentation for Kelly Willard. Much deserving, and when you think about it, Kelly Willard has probably one of the biggest dynasties in Metamora sport.
Yeah, he's a very well-respected guy within the community and at the high school. It's a great accomplishment for Kelly. And, he's a living legend on the tennis court and at the high school. He does a great job teaching and coaching as well. So he definitely earned it.
Yeah, and we'll be interviewing Coach Greaves here in just a few minutes. As soon as he gets out here, but you know, when you stop and think about some of the things that Coach Willard's accomplished, man, that's amazing. So, Michael, you've got some statistics for some of the games that we've played so far.
Yeah, so overall we're doing really well. You know, we're 12-2, we're 5-0 in the conference. Our players are playing really well. You know, Tyler Mason has really stuck out. He's leading the team in 3 categories. That's scoring, rebound, and assist. You know, and doing that as a junior at 6'1" is really impressive.
We get a chance here to interview Coach Greaves. Huh? Wait. We're here with Metamora Coach Greaves. Coach, another packed house here tonight. Wow. Great atmosphere for high school basketball. This is as exciting of a crowd as we've had in a long time. A bigger gym, bigger crowd.
Well, that's usually the way it goes. We've got fans, followers everywhere. Yeah, we've been very fortunate.
Yeah, and Coach, big win the other night. Come back here tonight and play what I consider the second best team in the Mid-Atlantic Conference.
Well, the record shows it.
Yeah.
You know, they're just one game behind us. And they always circle this day. They played us at 1 point last year.
Yeah,
they're in our gym, so
and they've got a win against a very good Morton team.
Yeah.
And they had a very good holiday tournament. I believe they finished second in the Williamsville.
little softer schedule. They played some more in 2A schools.
Yep.
But you know, winning is a learned trade, and they've learned how to win.
Yeah, they have, and you got to give their coach a lot of the credit because he's done a great job with East Peoria.
Yes, they have.
Coach, you come in though, your kids have been playing very, very well. And you talk about how it's kind of a learning experience and things aren't probably to where you want them yet, but things are getting there.
Well, you don't want to gel in December, or really January, but we've been inching along and we're getting better by the quarter. So we're glad to be at home again. We don't lose many games at home.
Coach, we'll let you get going here. It's starting to fill up a little bit. I got to be able to get back up top again. But,
Gotcha.
But Coach, good luck and bring home a W.
Thanks very much.
We'll send it back up top to Michael.
That was our interview from Coach Greaves. Coach, good luck tonight. Big night for Coach Greaves. East Peoria is a really good team. We're going to cut to a break.
Central Illinois, you asked for it and we listened. Germantown Grill is growing to meet customer demand, adding more dining space and a private gaming area featuring games powered by Gold Rush, the gold standard in video gaming. And Germantown Grill still has all the food and spirits that keep our customers coming back. Stop by to check out our daily specials. The game's on at Germantown Grill, where Central Illinois loves to eat. Open 7 days a week, just off Route 116.
Welcome back to Garber Gymnasium. Kind of sounds odd, Garber Gymnasium overtime team, but we'll get used to it. Well, Michael, why don't you go ahead and read off some more of those stats that you had.
You know, like I was talking about, Tyler Mason has definitely been the most impressive player, in my opinion, this year. He's leading the Redbirds in 3 categories, and that is points per game, rebounds, and assists per game. You know, and doing that as a junior at 6'1", that's pretty impressive. You know, what he's able to do and help lead this team. And, you know, if you look at other guys like Drew Tucker, Tyson, Ethan, they're doing really well statistically. And, you know, as a team, they're playing very well.
Yeah, you know, I agree with you. And Coach keeps talking about how he doesn't even think we've come close to gelling yet, that their ceiling is still a ways away.
Oh, I agree 100%. And the style of this team is different than past year's teams. If you look at the average height of every guy on this team, it's about 6'1", you know. this team runs more than the previous teams. They're taller, they're lengthier, they shoot better,
Stronger.
Yeah, I agree. So this team's looking really well this year, and there's no doubt in my mind that they can head back to Champaign and take care of business.
Yeah, to get that far though, we're going to have to we have to play very well. That's something we can control. What we can't control is who you're going to play. Things worked out very, very well for us last year. We beat the teams we had to beat, and you don't know how that's going to work out this year. Now, in the sub-sectional that has already come out, it looks like it's going to be very, very similar to last year.
I agree. Losing Zach Schroeder was tough, very hard without a leader. But the one thing I like about this team is that how young and how long and strong they are. They're able to pass the ball up the court and run, and with the addition of the shot clock coming soon.
I don't know if that'll ever come.
You don't think so?
Well, the way I look at it is when you look around the area and all the high school football teams have play clocks.
Yeah.
Not every high school, even in the Mid-Illini, has a play clock.
Yeah.
So if you can't get a play clock, how are you going to get a shot clock?
I agree. I agree when you bring that up. But, with this team, having a chance to play with it in the TOC, they did very well. Oh, for just being introduced to it, did a great job.
Coach Greaves talked about how teams that play up-tempo probably play right into our bread and butter because we like to get out and go.
Yes.
Teams that slow it down, as strange as that sounds, we have a little more trouble with. Now, we went down to Mississippi, and we slowed it down against those very athletic teams, and we did a nice job. We made them play our style, our tempo. That was huge for Metamora, and I think that was the key to the winning down there.
I agree. They played very well down in Mississippi, came home with the championship. You couldn't ask for more.
No, that was fantastic. I still, man, I'm just amazed at the crowd we have here tonight.
Oh, it's good to see everybody. Ex-players. You got future players here. It's really good to see everybody. Back in the gym, especially in Garber. Kind of a retro look to it.
Yeah, get a shot of the stands, some of the crowd. You look up there and you see that. It's just there's a lot of people, and it's been piling in since about halftime of the Southport. By the way, the Southport's big win tonight.
Yes.
Won by 28, or was it 29? So they won handily. Outstanding game by the Southport.
I agree. I don't know if we'll see much of the same outcome in the varsity game. Hopefully we get the win. I think we should get the win. By 20 or 30 points, I doubt it. This East Peoria team is a very good, solid team. They're well coached.
John Gersonich is one of the best coaches in this area. East Peoria went over and kind of got him to come over from Canton. He's a Canton guy. He was their head coach over there and their athletic director. And to get him to come to East Peoria was a little bit of a coup.
Yeah, they got Justin Page, the 6'4" senior, number 5 out there, committed to Cal Poly. He played really well last year. He's a transfer from Manual. He's the bread and butter of this team.
Sure. One of the other guys they've got, and I understand he's injured, and he may or may not play, is Jack Dubois.
Yes.
His dad, Brad, very good player for Metamora. He has the exact same game that his dad, Brad, had back when he played at Metamora. And it's that mid-range, 10 and 12-foot jump shot, almost automatic.
Yeah, Jack's a really good player. He's a solid player, tall, he's quick. He's definitely a big help for them. And they got a good, solid team.
Brad Dubois played with your dad at Metamora.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah. That was a pretty solid backcourt. And, when you stop and think about basketball at any level, I believe, and I think most people will agree with this, that the game of basketball is dictated by your guards. If you have good guards, you're going to be good.
I agree.
And, you can have a good inside game, a good inside post players But if your guards are just okay, you're just going to be an okay team. And I think that's one of the keys to why Metamora has been so successful this year and the last couple of years, because all 5 of those guys, including 6'8" Luke Hopp, all handle the ball. And when you've got guys that can handle the ball, that's the game of basketball.
Yeah, and Metamora, 2 of their guards are averaging double digits. Out of the 3 that are, you got Tyson Swanson averaging about 11. You got Drew averaging 9, but Tyler Mason, he's averaging about 16. The leading scorer, and you got Ethan averaging 12. So, if you want to consider Ethan a guard, you could, but those guys are averaging a lot and really helping this team. But I agree, the guards are very important.
Yeah, the people that can handle the ball handling is the name of the game. And the better ball handler you have as a team, the better off you're going to be. And that's been the key to Metamora's success. We're about 7.5 minutes away from tip-off. They're still coming in. If this was played in Pepe Gym, it'd be sold out.
It would.
Well, Michael, did you ever have the opportunity to play in this gym?
Yes. Actually, we played twice. My sophomore year and my freshman year, both were played. We had 1 game in this gym.
The only thing that's bad about it is the floor.
Yeah.
Not the look. I think this looks better than the other gym. But the other gym's floor is much, much better.
Yeah.
It's got more spring. It's a newer floor. It's got more spring. This is the same floor that they put down in the 1960s.
Yeah.
And it can't be sanded down anymore. It's going to have to be at some point be replaced.
I agree. Hopefully, God forbid, there's any knee trouble tonight. I know this floor is hard on the knees.
Once again, no pep band tonight.
Yes.
I guess it's too cold out.
It's been a while since the pet band has been to a basketball game.
They've been to 1 game in 3 years.
All right, Metamora fans,
2.5.
here tonight, we invite you to get on your feet, join our
School song.
dance team for the playing of our school song.
I can do that. I can do that.
Here we go back. This is the moment. Tonight is the night. We'll fight till it's over. So we put our hands up like the ceiling can't hold us. Like the ceiling can't hold us. Here we go back. This is the moment. Tonight is the night. We'll fight till it's over. So we put our hands up like the ceiling can't hold us. Like the ceiling can't hold us.
Gone to the field, Michael. The player, and you walk out into your home court, and you see the crowd like this. The adrenaline's got to be amazing.
I tell you what, there's no better atmosphere in the world than something like this. You know, I think in this gym, packed, it's got to be one of the best atmospheres for these guys out here. That, Washington, you know, Morton, all these places to play that are sold out. The energy is just crazy.
Yeah, it's nuts. And boy, you know, when they built the Kentucky gym, and it was smaller. It's actually smaller than this gym. But for the first few years, that was plenty big. And Danny's kind of created a monster here, and I blame him for that being too small because the product he's putting out onto the court is fantastic.
You know, and Coach Greaves has done a fantastic job, you know, coming in, being hired, and he's just built such a great dynasty at Metamora. He plays the right way, he coaches the right way. You know, there's no one else I'd rather play for than Coach Greaves.
Fans, we'd like to thank and acknowledge our season sponsors this year. They include the Goodfield State Bank, Germantown Grill, CT Gabber Remodeling and Construction, IPAVA State Bank, Basic ITS, the Julie Bowball Home Team at Jim Maloof Realtor, Corey's Grill and Bar, Kelleher's Irish Pub and Eatery, New Life Construction, and City Blue Technologies. This year's
Michael,
season sponsors.
We
Thank you
get
to
ready
all.
here. We're about a minute away from the national anthem and the starting lineups. You know, big week for Metamora this week. We got East Peoria tonight. Tuesday night we got Washington here at home too. Then we go to Dunlap.
That's one heck of a week.
Yeah, and Dunlap's an improved program also.
Yes. You know, they're always tough. They're well coached as well. They're tough kids. They're strong. They'll definitely be a challenge.
And then we'll have probably one of the toughest games we'll have all year when we go down to Springfield on Martin Luther King Day and play Springfield Sacred Heart Crimson in a rematch.
I guarantee that will be one of the top watched games in the state.
Why don't we go ahead, turn the microphone over to Gary Baranowski.
Good evening, basketball fans, and welcome to Metamora High School's Garber Gym for tonight's Mid-Illini Conference matchup between the visiting Raiders of East Peoria High School and your Metamora Redbirds. We ask that you please stand and face the flag as you are able for the playing of our national anthem. Illini Conference. As always, we encourage players and fans to demonstrate good sportsmanship throughout this contest, no matter what your personal feelings of loyalty may be. And thank you for your cooperation. Now let's meet the starters for the East Peoria Raiders. A 6'5" senior, number 5, Justin Page. A 6'2" junior, number 10, AJ Reinders. A 6'3" senior, number 11, Jack Dubois. A 5'11" senior, number 23, Cam Mabels. And a 6'2" senior, number 30, Sao Chow. The head coach of the Raiders, Mr. John Gersnich. And now the starting lineup for your Metamora Redbirds. A 6'1" junior, number 10, Tyler Mason. A 6'8" junior, number 14, Luke Hopp. A 6'6" senior, number 21, Ethan Kaiser. A 6'2" senior, number 22, Tyson Swanson. And a 6'2" senior, number 24, Drew Tucker. The head coach of Mr. Danny Green.
There you have it.
Metamora wins the tip.
Kaiser will shoot the 3.
That'll be off of Metamora or East Peoria Basketball. Still a good look for Kaiser at the top of the key.
You know, wide open. He's got to shoot that every time.
Yep.
Justin Page for the shot, and he will get it.
Raider basket, Justin Page.
Tucker driving to the rim, kicked out to Tyson Swanson. Howard Mason throws up the shot, he gets his own rebound,
And it goes in.
Tyler Mason.
Ties it up at 2.
Almost stealed by Metamora. Good defense by Ethan Kaiser. Page to the rim and will be blocked.
Blocked by Kaiser.
Great defensive play by Kaiser. Stick with it and to recover. East Peoria will throw it to the backcourt. AJ Reinders will take the 3.
That'll be out. Metamora. That'll stay East Peoria ball.
Blocked by Ethan Kaiser.
Again.
Drew Tucker in transition.
Now they block
By Krause. A.J. Reinders will pass it to DuBois. He'll throw it in.
Jack DuBois.
Turnover, Metamora.
The East Peoria ball.
That'll stay during ball too.
Working on Mason.
That's a good matchup right there.
That is. AJ will, Reinders will miss.
Oh, nice rebound by Kaiser.
Drew Tucker driving to the rim. He is fouled.
Oh, and it goes in.
Drew Tucker.
Strong move and finish by Drew Tucker. He will go to the
Basket
line
good. Raiders
for
foul
one.
Cam Nabels his first.
Kind of a Drew Tucker type
Tucker
of
at the
game.
line,
Physical.
3-1.
Won't be for the faint of heart, that's for sure.
And he gets it.
And that'll give the Redbirds a 1-point lead. That's really good defense by Mason.
Justin Page working on Drew Tucker. The spin move.
That's a pretty good move.
He'll get the bucket. The top pass stolen by Page. He's right back ball. All right, Mason will test his luck from the save. Good.
Three-point basket, Tyler Mason.
Open shot like that, nail it. That's
the guy who you want shooting.
ooh.
Solid shot
Brown
for the Raiders. Down for two.
will hit the shot. All right, Mason to the rim.
Oh.
Off to Luke Cobb. Luke Cobb with the finish.
Assist, Tyler Mason.
That was really nice.
Great playmaking. Page again, working it on Drew. He'll take the shot. He will miss. Inbound to the hands of Kaiser.
That's really good defense by Tucker.
That will be a foul against East Peoria, A.J. Reinders.
Raider foul, A.J. Reinders.
As Jackson comes in to the East Peoria
Checking in
lineup.
Nas Jackson for the Raiders.
One of the better freshmen in the conference last year. Got a lot of varsity time. I don't think he even played freshman ball.
Kaiser will shoot the jumper.
Good.
Ethan Kaiser.
Metamora getting some nice look, and it's good to see them hitting those shots, too. That 10-foot jump shot, it's a lost start.
He's driving baseball downfield. A block.
I got to agree with that, probably.
That's still good defense by Drew Tucker. You know, he's one of the best defenders on the team.
Yep.
One of the best defenders in the conference. You know, Coach Greaves can live with that. That's good defense.
I'm sure he wants that as a charge. I'm sure he wants it. It's a warm one in here tonight, isn't it?
It is. It is hot.
Tom Hagen's lost half his body weight.
Crowd will dribble it off his foot, and Jackson will recover it. Page driving to the hole. Out the crowd. Puts it through the hands of Jackson. He's going to lay it up. Swanson will recover with the rebound. Trying to get it into Tyson. It'll be Redbird ball.
That's pretty good defense there by East Peoria.
You know, East Peoria is really honing in on the paint.
I love that entry pass, though.
And it will stay Redbird ball. Tucker to the rim, and he will be fouled.
Yep.
Tucker's shooting very well from the line. He shoots 74%.
Raiders foul Sal Chow.
You know, in these physical games, though, this is right into the wheelhouse of Drew Tucker.
And it's going to come down to free throws. You know, twisting a game like this, the play style East Peoria plays, it's going to come down to free throws.
Halftime, we'll be interviewing Hall of Fame coach Coach Willard. East Peoria brings the ball up the court. Just under 2 minutes to go here in this first quarter.
The boys will drive in the paint. They'll throw it off the body of Ethan Kaiser. Stay Raider ball.
Pretty good defense.
Page driving. We'll lay it up. It'll be good. Hop looking for Ethan. Kaiser, it will be thrown out of bounds. He's driving to the rim.
Out of bounds. Ball's probably a little bit wet. It's hot here, and I see the players, they've already worked up a pretty good lather. So I imagine the ball's a little bit slippery.
And Matthews Overs checks into the game.
Placed Luke Hopp.
And he will shoot the three. And Tower Mason will recover it.
Nice job by Metamora to fight for that rebound.
You know, East Peoria won't go away. They're really disturbing our offense. They're doing a great job of defending as the clock runs down. East Peoria will recover it. Jackson will try his luck and throw it up. No call.
That'll be the end of the first.
14, East Peoria 10.
Take this time to thank some of our sponsors.
And we welcome the East Peoria Raiders cheerleaders to the floor with our Metamora squad for tonight's Mid-Illini cheer.
Metamora will start this second quarter the way they finished the first, to be East Peoria ball. Very entertaining first quarter. I believe it's the way it's going to be this whole game.
It's going to be a dogfight all the way to the end. Up 4, coming into the second. Got to take advantage of the lead. Chow trying to get it in. We'll miss it.
Nice job by Kaiser. Oh, nice job by Kaiser. That's a real nice job by Kaiser.
Tyson Swanson working in on Chow. He will be fouled.
That's a nice job. Nice job by Swanson. Gets up all the low block. That's not a shooting foul, but
Raider foul, Sal Chow.
a lot of nice things by the Metamora offense right now.
Ty Chow will be checked out after the foul.
Caleb Grieco.
Caleb Grieco will come in. Swanson working in on Grieco. Hit it.
Tyson Swanson.
Good move by Tyson Swanson.
He gets the ball in that low block. That low. It's almost automatic.
Cage working it in. Oh, blocked by Drew Tucker. Big block. Swanson will throw it away to Jackson. These two boys will lay it up.
Two boys.
That would be a foul. Caleb Grieco, number 25. Redbird ball.
Raider foul, Caleb Grieco.
Swanson working it on Page out to Mason. Again, East Peoria with that defense really disturbing Metamora from running the offense. And Mason will.
Oh, that's still a good look, though.
That's still a good look for him.
That's a charge. They did give him the first one. He gave him that one.
Peoria fans are not happy with that call, but still a good attempt, and it worked out in our favor. Drew Tucker's one of those guys. He'll take the charge, he'll dive, he'll do whatever he has to do to get that ball.
Metamora now in the bonus.
Into Ethan Kaiser, he'll lay it up.
Oh, that's good.
Ethan Kaiser.
He will be sent to the line for 2.
Basket good. Raider foul Jack Dubois.
God, I really do think right now Kaiser's playing some of the best basketball he's played.
I agree. You know, he's shooting well from the field. He's shooting decent from the free throw line. He's been doing this for a long time. He's been playing varsity since he's a freshman. He's a veteran to this team and to these guys. He's definitely a key player.
Yeah, a lot of people think he's been at Metamora for going on now 8 or 9 years. But
Jackson
defense.
transition, he will pull up. And won't be able to get it.
Nice job by Kaiser.
I tell you what, Kaiser's been getting all the rebounds this game.
We don't keep track because we don't have the stats. Colton kept book, but he's got about 6 or 7 boards already tonight.
Oh. East Peoria in transition. Jackson with the Euro step. Good move by Nas Jackson.
Jackson for 2.
Ethan Kaiser will shoot the 3. And Page will get the rebound. Dubois to the shot fake into the drive. He will get it.
Jack Dubois.
We look a little winded right now.
We do. We've only subbed 1.
I think
On
that's
his gym.
I think that's all that East Peoria is subbed also.
Zobrist working on AJ. Tyson will shoot the 3. He won't be able to get it. A foul will be called against Metamora. I believe that would be a foul on sophomore Matthew Zobrist.
Returning Luke Hopp.
And Hopp will replace him.
Matthew Zobrist.
Luke Hopp, the 6'8 center junior, comes in. Oh, a steal by Tyler Mason.
Oh, what a play.
Tucker will shoot it, get his own rebound, and go back up and miss it again. And oh my, I can't believe a no call. You got to respect the hustle on that play. A lot of missed calls in the past 2 possessions.
Yeah, I thought Tucker got fouled with both shots.
East Peoria running an offense. Dubois wanted it, couldn't get it.
Pretty good look at the basket, though.
Tyler Mason working on Jackson. Ethan Kaiser down to Luke Hopp.
From Ethan Kaiser.
Nice little two-man game there. Walker at the bench getting ready to check in at the next dead ball.
East Peoria,
AJ.
they won't go away.
Pretty nice little move there.
Grinders is a good ball player. He can really get inside. Score very well. Ethan Kaiser will shoot the 3 and get it.
Point basket. Ethan
As East
Kaiser.
Peoria went to a zone, switching up defense there a little bit. Just left Justin Page open for the shot. Luckily he didn't make it.
Yeah.
And Page will steal it from Hopp. East Peoria brings it up.
Traveled, yeah.
Traveling violation, Raiders. Checking in from Metamora,
Walker
15,
replaces
Nick
Kaiser. Walker comes in
for
for
Ethan
Kaiser.
Kaiser.
Nice first half for Kaiser.
Metamora looking to get it inside. I just want to go in against Du Bois. Can't finish.
That's still a nice move, though. Travel again.
Traveling violation.
Redbird ball.
Under a minute to go here. I'm sure Metamora will hold for one shot up to 24-18.
Metamora milking the clock to get the right shot that they want. Coach Greaves giving them the go. All right, Swanson. Moving screen on Luke Hopp.
No basket. Metamora foul. Luke Hopp.
It will be Raider ball. The officials check the clock.
I think there should be about 3 seconds, or 4 seconds. Should be about 4.5 seconds.
I don't believe any time will be added.
Oh, they did. They added 5.
They did. Correct.
Resetting
5.5
clock to
seconds.
5.5 seconds.
As the Raiders take it out.
That's a good foul. That's a good foul.
Swanson picked up, I believe, his first foul. With 2 seconds remaining in the half. Grinders will take it out on the side. Grinders will shoot the 3. He wants it.
Going to the halftime locker room. 24-18 lead. Probably about what we expected.
Yeah, you know, it's going to be a totally different game than the sophomore game. You know, East Peoria's varsity is tough. They're not going to go away. Their defense is really disturbing our offense. Not to say we're not doing the same. We're doing a great job. You know, we're up. But it's going to be a dogfight.
Yep. Take this break. We'll have the dance team perform. Then we'll have the interview with Kelly Willard, and we'll have the second half.
tonight's special halftime performance, the dance team will be accompanied by dancers from the 2022 Summer Dance Camp. First up on the floor, preschool through second grade dancers dancing to My Own Drum. Let's welcome them here, preschool through second grade. Next up, please welcome the 3rd to 5th graders as they perform Butter.
I got the superstar.
Great job, ladies. And for our final performance of the evening, this one's called Lose Control, performed by our 6th through 8th graders.
Music make you lose control. Music make you lose control.
I'ma start it from the bottom. Show you how to flip a dollar. I got food in my dining. I'm better, I'm back. Another day, another chance. I wake up, I wanna dance. So as long as I got my friends, I'm better.
Báilame como si fuera la última y enséñame ese pasito que no sé, un besito bien suavecito, bebé. Taqui taqui, taqui taqui rumba. Let's go. Make no excuses now. I'm talking here and now. I'm talking here and now. Let's go. Your time is running now. I'm talking here and now. I'm talking here and now. It's not about what you've done. It's about what you're doing. It's all about where you go and the better way you begin.
Backwards. Right, face the camera. Yeah. All right, right up there. Ready?
We're going. Yep.
We're here with the newest inductee to the Hall of Fame. What is it? The National Tennis Association?
Yeah, it's they found a way to give me a Coach of the Year award for the Midwest region of the United States.
Pretty nice.
Yeah, not bad. Not bad.
Nice. So, this is what, your 26th year at Metamora?
Yes, sir.
26 years. The list of accomplishments, unbelievable.
Yeah. Well, thanks. We've had a bunch of kids that have worked insanely hard, and we've had team after team that's done good things. And I guess if you do it long enough, people recognize it, and they give you a plaque at a basketball game.
You know, though, when you stop thinking about it, when you first started, I believe there was just one class in tennis, wasn't there?
For my first 19 years, there was one class in tennis. Yeah.
Yeah. Now you what, two?
But now we have two, and
now you have
that's a
two
big difference.
Yeah, and it's giving you a chance to have a lot more success. But when you stop and think about what you were able to do in the one-class system, pretty remarkable.
Yeah, we had a lot of teams that would have finished really, really high in a one-class system. Didn't get that chance, but yeah, I know that. Thanks, Coach. But it's been really nice to have two classes the last 6 years.
Yeah. When you look at your team in the last couple of years, Also, you can tell things are starting to turn for you. They went out and got you a new tennis court, a beautiful tennis court.
Yeah. Our board and our admin and everybody that worked hard to make that sucker beautiful. I mean, it's not a cheap thing to put 8 beautiful tennis courts out there. We appreciate the heck out of it, and we try to do it justice.
Over those 26 years at Metamora, a couple of the biggest memories.
Oh boy, you're asking me to narrow it down. I don't know if I can do that, and honestly, they wouldn't all come on the court. It's like any other sport that does it right. It's trips, it's hotel stays, it's a random joke at dinner. It's just the camaraderie with the kids.
Yeah, and you've had so much success over the years that you've probably had a lot of memories. You just can't narrow it down to one.
It's impossible. I can do 10 per season.
Coach, I wish we had a lot more time, but we're
Yeah.
just getting close to the start of the second half.
Yep.
Good luck, though, and thanks for taking the time.
Appreciate it. You bet. No problem.
Welcome back to Garber Gymnasium. Redbirds took that 6-point lead into the halftime locker room. Hotly contested first half. That's probably one of the ways you could describe it. I thought both teams played awfully hard.
I mean, yeah, it's gonna come down to that. When fourth quarter comes around, it's gonna come down to who wants it more. And both these teams want it, but it's obviously gonna come down to free throws and who wants it more. Both of these teams have played extremely hard in the first half.
And for the Raiders, Page, Reiner, Dubois, Mabel,
And hopefully we can make something pull out with the win in second. Mason will flip. Will be called for a travel. Two boys trying to get it in. Page working on Tucker. As he will
That's hard.
That's 2 charges for Drew Tucker. Excellent defense.
His second personal.
Hop handed it off to Tucker. Tucker working in the paint. Nice finish by Drew Tucker.
That was a nice move by Tucker.
Babels working in on Swanson. He will miss the layup.
And Moore looks to run a little bit.
Page will steal it, but it will be recovered. Hop out to Tucker. Tucker will shoot the 3. What a half Drew Tucker is having already. He's fired up, as it should be. 29-18. Redbirds take the lead.
East Peoria timeout, full timeout.
I apologize for the bonus sign in here. Oh, we got, nope. So the East Peoria basketball, Redbirds up 29-18. Nice.
Page working in. The chow will be blocked by Tucker. Oh, Tucker will foul DuBois. DuBois will go to the line.
Boy, that's very fortunate for East Peoria. The ball just seemed to go to them. And I thought we played some pretty good defense there.
His second personal. DuBois on the line, shooting one.
DuBois will shoot one. And he'll get it. Technical problems at the table. I believe there'll be something wrong with the clock.
Resetting the clock to 6:08. Redbird ball.
The clock will be reset to 6:08 and it'll be Redbird ball.
Oh.
And Dennis Chow will get the rebound.
Pretty good job by Metamora to get back on defense.
A no call as DuBois will knock down to three.
Three-point basket, Jack DuBois.
Peoria making a slight run. Tyler Mason will shoot the three.
Oh,
get it.
Good.
Tyler Mason for three.
Pretty nice pick by Hop. Looked like he got kind of hit in the face, but no call.
Page working it in on Hop. Nice jump shot. He'll get it.
Justin Page. 2-point basket, 2 for Page.
It's Tyson Swanson. He'll throw it up.
Good.
Tyson Swanson.
He does such a good job of creating space.
And that's a smart and composed move by him. Hop will be switched on to Page again. Page will take advantage. Boy, Justin Page, I tell you.
Justin Page.
He's so shifty. Cal Poly commit. He is truly a good basketball player, I tell you. Kaiser with the jumper.
Good.
Nice shot.
Kaiser.
That's such a nice move for him.
You know, Page sees that every time, taking advantage of having 6
nice.
Luke Hop. Metamora will transition. Hop.
Good.
Nice pass by Tyler Mason to Luke Hop.
Right away, it's a 10-point lead. It's a heartbeat. They got it down to, 5?
That'll be a foul. Metamora will send DuBois to the line.
Redbird foul, Tyler Mason, his second personal.
That will go against Tyler Mason. Will be his second for the night.
First personal. On the line, Jack DuBois.
Correction.
2.
That will be his first for the night as DuBois shoots 2.
First one's up and good. And Matthew Zobrist comes in for Luke Hop. And he gets them both.
Oh, wide open lane for Tyler Mason. Oh! And he will miss the shot, the layup, the dunk, whatever he wanted to do. I think it slipped out of his hands. Timeout, East Peoria.
Raider timeout.
30 seconds.
Timeout.
Oh, Tyler Mason.
You know, Tyler Mason missing that bunny, but, you know, Coach Greaves is down there telling him it's all right to relax, to keep playing the way we're playing, you know, play under control. You know, I believe that the Redbirds can, you know, continue to do what they're doing and shut those gaps. They'll have no problem coming out with the win tonight. Rhinos will shoot the 3. He will make it.
Back down to a 5-point lead.
AJ Reinders.
Kaiser with the step back. Comes up short. Gets his own rebound. Out to Zobrist. Comes up short again. As he's fouled. Now it's Jackson. Coach Greaves wanting to charge. Out of Zobrist.
At the line, shooting 2. Now it's Jackson.
Climbed in.
Justin Page returns for the Raiders.
This is the second. Good foul.
Will shoot the 3.
Still a good look. Still a good look.
Kaiser on Page. Former teammates.
Well, he went to Manual, didn't he?
Yeah, they played together, same AAU team.
Oh, I get you. I got you.
DuBois trying to work on Mason. Correction, Zobrist.
Nice defense.
Page laying it up, and he'll get it.
Justin Page.
I tell you what, Justin Page is keeping him in this game.
2-point ball game.
Swanson for three.
Oh, boy.
And East Peoria will come up with it.
We can't be settling for 3-point shots.
Page again. Will shoot the jumper. And he will miss it. Mason getting fouled. I believe it will be on the ground.
Raider foul, Sal Chow, number 30. That's his third personal. Luke Hopp returns for Metamora.
He'll replay. Luke Hopp comes back in. He'll replace Matthew Zobrist.
Caleb Rico and Wade Jackson are in for the Raiders. Mason can't get the three, and looks like a push.
Metamora foul,
Swanson.
Swanson. His second personal.
Greaves not happy with the call.
Team foul number 3 for the Redbirds.
.20 winding down in the third. Redbirds lead by 2. Kicking it off to Jackson. He'll come up short.
Third quarter score, Metamora 38.
And that'll be the end of the third. Metamora 38, East Peoria 36.
Take this time to thank some of our sponsors. East Peoria ball to start this fourth quarter. Redbirds hanging on to that 38-36 lead. They outscored the Redbirds by 4 in that quarter.
But with the Raiders winning the third quarter, Metamora's got to do something to maintain this lead and stop Justin Page. Driving to the rim.
Oh, good defense by Kaiser. That was good defense.
Hop coming up with the rebound. That's a good possession. Swanson driving in on Chow. He'll lay it up.
Oh, good.
He will get the foul.
Mr. Dependable.
Basket good. Fouls on
You know, big players make big plays. Tyson Swanson, that is one of the biggest plays in the night.
Sal Chow with 4 personal fouls.
Chow will go out
Swanson at the line, shooting
with
1.
4 fouls.
And he gets the bonus. Big trip for the Redbirds there.
Jackson will get it down into Du Bois.
Oh,
And it will bounce in.
East Peoria. Nice play by Du Bois and East Peoria. That's just a nice play.
Nice move. There you go. By Tyler Mason. Du Bois in the paint. Flipping. As Page will
Oh, that's a
will
charge.
drive in, and it will be a charge. Against East Peoria.
Foul, Justin Page. That's his third personal.
Tyler Mason will come up with a charge.
Nice job by Metamora. That's big.
Each team with 4 fouls.
Wow. That
Court seems pretty slick.
yeah. As hot as it is, all these people, it's a little warm.
You know, when you guys got slipping and falling down and, you know, everything, it's going to be slick. Mason with the jumper.
And good.
Tyler Mason.
Now Jackson trying to work it in, and he will be fouled by Luke Hop. Then Jackson to the line for 2.
Redbird foul, Luke Hop.
You know, Jackson isn't a particularly good free throw shooter.
At the line shooting 2, Nas Jackson. Metamora with 5 team fouls.
He's 1 for 2 earlier in the game. You know, if you're going to foul, send the sophomore to the line.
Good. Nice job on that. Good foul. And he gets the second. Makes it a 6-point game.
Redbirds in transition.
And it's good. Did that go in?
No. Swanson will shoot 2.
Raider foul, A.J. Reinders, his second personal.
Reinders will pick up his second foul.
Swanson at the line.
Oh.
As he comes up short.
And he gets the second. Back out to a 7-point lead.
You know, Swanson's he's shooting 70% from the line. He's a fairly good free throw shooter.
Tyson, and a lot of these guys, they're money.
Yeah.
Money shooters. So when the game's on the line,
Yeah. Especially the seniors.
yeah.
Page will shoot the 3.
Good.
He'll get it. Boy, what a game for Justin Page.
4-point ball game.
Double figure game for Justin Page. Playing excellent. Mason with the floater, and he'll get it.
Tyler Mason.
Wow.
Jackson working in. Tough finish. East Peoria will come up with the rebound. It'll be,
Stays Peoria ball. That's really good defense there by Mason.
and that's a questionable call. You know, Mason thought it was out on A.J. Reiner. Reiner's for 3, in and out. Hop
Got
picks up with the rebound.
Nice job by Hop.
Kaiser.
Yeah.
Ethan Kaiser.
Drops it in.
That was another nice two-man game right there.
Page with the jumper.
Justin Page.
Been a one-man show.
Mason good. Kaiser. And Kaiser will come up with the N1.
Basket good. Ethan Kaiser. Following Caleb Greco, his second. Checking in for the Raiders, Cam Mabels, Sal Chow.
Cam Mabels and Sal Chow will check into the game.
Kaiser at the line. shooting
For
one
Jackson
from the ball.
and Greco. The officials wiping off the ball. You're right, Scott. It's got to be slick.
Oh, it's just as hot as it is in here. The Kaiser gets the N1. Ethan Kaiser's had a heck of a game.
Yeah, you know, he's doing his part, getting the rebounds.
And right now, he's the odds-on favorite for player of the game, you think?
I would have to agree. You know, he's understanding, you know, their defense. He's passing and going. He's making shots. He's hustling. He's getting his team together. I'd say he'd be a perfect candidate.
.319 to go in the ball game. Metamora up by 9. So this is where the Metamora experience, the winning is a learning trait. It's a learned trait, and we'll see if Metamora can pull us out. East Peoria has given us a heck of a run here.
And you know, everyone out here on Metamora has been playing varsity ball since freshman or sophomore year.
Oh, yeah.
They have been contributing and have seen it all. Experience just takes over.
5-second call.
Good defensive play by Tyler Mason.
Redbird ball.
He can do it all. He can rebound, score, play defense, assist. I tell you what, Tyler Mason's had a heck of a year.
Yeah, he has.
And we get him next year. He's only a junior.
That's the best part of it.
As Kaiser will turn it over, it'll be East Peoria ball. Chow with the jumper over Hop. Long.
Oh, nice job by Tyler Mason to go and corral that rebound.
East Peoria coach not happy with the shot.
Yeah, that was contested. Hop.
The lob. Smith got their own rebound. And way to recover.
On the drive, Tyler Mason.
Page with the three. It's no good. Metamora advances.
Oh, nice job by Tyson Swanson.
Metamora seems to be spreading them out.
Oh.
Page with the steal. He will lay it up.
Justin Page.
Runners will tip it out of bounds. Redbird ball. Mason drives in, sends it to Hop. Hop can't catch it. East Peoria in transition. And Page will lose it off his leg.
Metamora did a great job of getting back on defense.
It will be Redbird ball.
Metamora will take a timeout.
Metamora. 30-second timeout.
What a ball game.
I mean, it's really hard to describe the energy and the atmosphere in this gym. It's hot, it's humid, it's packed. It's two good teams going at it. It's late in the fourth, a minute 11 left. There's just nothing like high school basketball.
He's just kind of having his way a little bit with Drew Tucker. We're under a minute to go. Up by 9. Metamora's just got to be stronger with the ball.
That's the third time Justin Page has either stolen or almost stolen the ball from Metamora hands.
That'll send Mr. Mason through the line for a wanted bonus.
You know, Page is definitely disturbing and flustering Drew Tucker. Drew Tucker is trying to withstand that. And he's doing a good job. You got to give it to him.
Yeah. He's heck of an effort.
As Mason goes 2 for 2 from the line. 57-46, Redbird lead. Chow will be fouled. Well, 2-2.
Oh, that on Kaiser?
Metamora foul Ethan Kaiser. His first, team's 5th. Sal Chow on the line.
First one climbs in.
Goes 2 for 2. Redbird ball. East Peoria turning up the pressure as Cam Mabels fouled Kaiser. One more crowd upset with the.
I don't think that was anything there.
Yeah.
Raiders foul Cam.
Feeling that it could have been a.
Did he go for the ball?
Intentional. It's hard to tell.
Kaiser at the line shooting 1 and 1.
Got the first. And he got the second.
Ethan Kaiser coming up with some big shots. Justin Page trying to work in on Hop. A foul will be called on Luke Hop.
That's a
Metamora foul, Luke Hop.
that's our 7th foul, so they'll be in the bonus from here on out.
Justin Page at the line for the Raiders.
Page misses it. And a foul will go against East Peoria. Scorer number 23. That is Cam Mabel.
Foul, Cam Mabel, his 3rd personal.
It'll be his 3rd as now Jackson returns for the Raiders.
At the line, shooting 1 in bonus, Ethan Kaiser.
Got to hand it to East Peoria, though. Man, they played hard tonight. Kaiser gets the first. Is this our largest lead?
Of the
12?
Of the game so far.
Yeah.
As Kaiser knocking down 2 big free throws. East Peoria in transition. Page will lay it up.
Justin Page.
And they will call a timeout.
Timeout Raiders, 30-second timeout.
Well, I'm going to go out on a limb right now with 25 seconds to go and say that Ethan Kaiser is our Germantown Grill player of the game.
I'd have to agree. You know, he's hit some really key buckets, just knocking down free throws.
Big rebounds.
I mean, huge rebounds.
So it'll be Redbird ball after the timeout.
25.3 seconds left in the game. Redbirds lead by 11.
That'll be a foul. Send Kaiser back to the line.
For a chance to shoot.
Raider foul, Jack Dubois,
2.
second personal.
Two shots. Got the first.
Kaiser at the line, shooting double bonus.
Gets the second.
Matthew Silvers checks in for Metamora for Tyler Mason.
Boy, Ethan Kaiser shooting tremendous from the free throw line.
Whoa!
It's Tyson Swanson grabbing his ankle as well as Dubois.
Both of them.
3-point basket, Jack Dubois.
Dubois had an ankle injury, I think, in the last game.
Timeout called by East Peoria.
Boy, you did hate to see that.
Yeah, especially, Jack Dubois, the senior, with his ankle, his condition is unknown. If he'll be able to finish out the remainder of the game.
Well, I just hope he's not hurt for, down the road.
Yeah. But he will be up and mobile.
Man, he's having a hard time putting weight on it.
Yeah.
I think I don't know what ankle it was that he was hurt before, but he can't even walk on it.
Yeah, he'll need help to the bench.
Brings in Devin Dunn. He comes into the Redbird lineup.
Done with his back surgery. He's appeared in less than 10 games this year. But, it's good to see him back. He was a key player last year and the year before. He replaces Swanson.
Devin Dunn now is Metamora. Redbirds to inbound.
Foul, I believe, will go against Nas Jackson. They'll send Kaiser to the line for probably about the sixth or eighth time
Nas Jackson.
tonight. I don't believe he's missed a free throw.
At the line shooting 2, Ethan Kaiser.
Could have said that.
Hopefully I don't jinx him.
Double bonus.
Oh my.
Michael.
Oh, that's too bad. I shouldn't have said anything. But regardless of whether he makes this one or not, he has shot tremendous. He's played a heck of a game. He's had a heck of a year, his senior year. And he will be the player of the game.
And that'll do it. Redbirds will go to 13-2. They're 6-0 in the Mid-Atlantic Conference. Big game Tuesday night against the Washington Panthers. We'll be back in just a few minutes with the end of the game stats and a chat with head coach Danny Greaves. Welcome back to Garber Gymnasium. We're just waiting for Coach Greaves to come back up to the booth up here. Big win for Metamora, 63-53. Heck of a battle for Metamora. East Peoria proved to be the second best team in the conference. They gave us everything we wanted. I'm sure Coach Greaves is very happy with the way the Redbirds played tonight. This sets us up pretty well for another rematch with Washington, and I'm sure they'll be chomping at the bit to get back to us a little bit for the thumping we kind of gave them back in December over at Washington. Coach Greaves joins us here. Coach?
Yes.
Boy, what a ball game.
Well, I'll tell you what, I knew it was going to be everything I thought it was going to be. Every time East Peoria comes in here, they do a good job. They work hard. They're unselfish. They did a nice job of trying to control the tempo or try to do the best they could on doing the things they do best.
Yeah, they certainly did. I thought Page was outstanding tonight for them. And I thought you had a number of kids that played awfully well for you, though, too.
Well, I'll tell you what, we shared the ball. Didn't matter who was scoring. We made some really nice cuts and unselfish plays, and they're fun to watch when they do that.
You know, you talk about how winning is kind of a learned trait.
Yes.
And tonight, your kids kind of showed that. They knew what it was going to take down the stretch, and they did it, and made the free throws down the stretch.
Well, even when they cut it to 2, you could just feel that our kids knew that, they didn't panic at all.
No.
They still had the game in hand, according to them. Now, it was pretty close, but, our kids are pretty well experienced. We've gone through a tremendous schedule, and that helped you down the stretch of games, and I think that might have been the difference again tonight.
Yeah, for sure. I thought so, too. I thought your kids played awfully well. Here in Garber Gymnasium, you built this place tonight. It was hot.
Yes, it was. It was. They locked the doors, and it's always nice to sell out at home. But what a great crowd! It's a perfect high school basketball game on a Saturday night in a small town, man. It was really fun.
It was. I mean, that's got to be a huge thing for your kids to walk out of the locker room, walk into this gym, and it is hot and it is loud.
It was loud. I tell you what, we have great crowds. I mean, people follow us, and, even when we were down in Mississippi, we had over 400 TVs going up here watching.
Yep.
And our kids know that, and they, I don't know when the last game we lost at home, but it's been a while.
Oh, it's been a long time. No, don't say that. Because Michael kind of put the jinx on Ethan Kaiser at the end there, and he missed 2 free throws. But I thought Ethan tonight played an outstanding game.
Well, he probably is playing his best complete games here in the last 3-4 games.
Yeah, I thought starting down in Mississippi and through the last 2 games you've had here this, last week here at home, I thought he played outstanding. Rebounds, I'm not sure how many he had, but he had an awful lot of rebounds.
He had a bunch. He's an excellent passer.
Yeah.
He hasn't taken a bad shot in a while.
Oh, that's for sure.
There's times the other night I thought he should have taken quite a few more, but he was trying to set somebody else up with a better shot. So I'm really proud of the fact that those guys come in here and share the ball like they do, and it doesn't matter who doesn't score, just as long as we score.
And that's kind of how the mantra of your team is. When you watch them play, they don't get down if somebody. They seem to look for the guy that's got the hot hand. And because at the end of the day, all they want is a win.
Well, we had 3 guys again in double figures, 2 more just almost in double figures. So, it's tough to stop us, because who are you going to stop? Who are you going to not guard? Who can you help off of? All those little things come into play. Every touchdown on the offensive end, and it's a grind. And I thought we did a nice job of not shooting too early, just not shooting the first wide open 3 we think we had, and sharing the ball. And they were dog dead tired at the end of the game. They were cramping. And we were too. It was hot in there.
It was. And the other thing too is, people are going to look and say, well, Paige had a heck of a game. I thought your kids played some pretty good defense on him. He just made some shots.
He makes some good shots, but it's probably his best effort and best game that we've seen in a while. But that happens when you come over here and play the Redbirds.
Yeah, for sure. We've got a target on our back. We're the defending Mid-Illini champions. We were the closest to the town last spring, and teams want to come into our place and beat us, and then it's the same way when we go to their place. They want to beat us bad.
Well, and they want to beat us here at home with this kind of atmosphere. Like I told our guys, teams come in here with our kind of atmosphere, and then the pictures from that game show up in their yearbook.
Wow, I've never thought of it that way. That's for sure. Yeah, they do show up in other people's yearbooks. Coach, you're well into your January schedule. You've got some tough games coming up. I know you don't want to look ahead, but man, this next probably 3 weeks are as hard a schedule as you've ever had here at Metamora.
Well, we don't look ahead, but we plan ahead. And we do have some tough games coming up. None bigger right now than the Washington game.
Yeah.
And even though they've been down a little bit, they're always in a game.
Sure.
They're just a shot or 2 away from winning or tying. And we've got to do what we did last time and just cover all their shooters, not give them open looks, and do the best we can on, no second, third, fourth shots.
I thought that when you look at your schedule, I think Wednesday's the halfway point through your season, your regular season. And you'll be done with Washington.
Well, and we still haven't played Dunlap.
Yep.
But they're coming. But yeah, we're 1 game past it evidently, because we only got 29 games.
That's true. Yeah.
And but it went fairly decent. We've got a little winning streak going. We don't really look at that much, but I think we will be prepared for Tuesday's game.
Yeah, it's going to be a heck of a game. I look for another capacity crowd once again.
Oh, it'll be a sellout.
And it's awfully nice to in the middle of the weekend pick up a big W on a Saturday night.
Yes, it is. We're glad to be here. It's always fun to play at home. And a 3-game homestand, we don't get much very often, and so it's been a lot of fun.
Big 63-53 ball game tonight. Coach, congratulations, and we'll see you Tuesday night.
Thank you so much, Jim. I sure appreciate you.
That'll do it for MTCO digiMAX Sports Network here at Garber Gymnasium. We'll see you Tuesday night in Metamora.
Thanks, Melanie. We go from 3 to 5. You want to do it maybe 5:30? Yeah, we do 5:30. Thanks, guys. Thank you.